It's important to know the answer to this question because the Constitution establishes for us our law, the rules by which we the people are protected from other people infringing on our rights and from government infringing on our rights. It's what establishes the law. Okay, so look at this picture. What do you see? Hopefully you can see, kind of an interesting one, hopefully you can see a foundation. The foundation is made out of cement, right? It's solid, it's sound, and you can build on that. What if the foundation is made out of sand? Can you build on that? What's going to happen if you build a house on that? It's going to fall apart, right? You need a firm foundation you can set it on. And today we're going to talk a lot about the technicalities of the Constitution. In this part one introduction, we're going to talk a lot about the technicalities. I'm not going to get into the details of what the Constitution says as much as let's talk about that foundation. Let's talk about how it's organized and set up and structured, okay? So that when we build, we can build on the foundation of the Constitution. From there, we can move on to the next steps where it really gets exciting in the following 5 presentations. All right, so here's our Constitution, all right? Our Constitution is broken up into different parts. In fact, those are 7 different parts, and those parts are called articles, okay? Now, here they are. Here's Part 1, and Article 2, Article 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Those are 7 articles, okay? Now, each one, the way you know which article is which, it actually says it. But Article 1 has a little Roman numeral. You know what a Roman numeral is, right? It's an I, a capital I. So Article 1, you see right there, it says Article 1. That's how you know. Look at Article 1. It's 50% of the volume of the Constitution. Article 2, double I there. Article 3 is the triple I. And then Article 4, capital I, capital V. Article 5, Article 6, and Article 7. Okay? There's the basic breakdown of how the Constitution is broken up into 7 different parts. And each one of these parts, I didn't know this when I started this 3 years ago, I had no idea, but each one of those parts has a specific subject. Article 1 is the legislative branch, and we're going to talk about each of these more specifically a little bit later. Article 2 is the executive branch. Article 3 is the judicial. Article 4 are the states. I should say, mostly the states. Article 4 is somewhat of a catch-all. There's a lot in there, but focus mostly on the states. Article 5 is the amendment process. Article 6 is the supremacy clause, and Article 7 is the ratification. Okay? Like I said, we'll talk about that in more detail later, but there's your breakout. You look at this piece of paper and go, oh, okay, well, there's 7 different parts. They're called articles, and here's what they all talk about.